you're heading out to the golf course, especially tomorrow, make sure to stay weather aware, but over the rest of the extended forecast, it is looking much more comfortable, not quite the truly summer-like air that we've had over the last few days. Temperatures holding in the low 80s across much of the area will stay around here over the next couple of hours, then especially after sunset, dropping down through the 70s, only settling in the 60s tonight once again. We can't necessarily rule out an isolated showers similar to what we saw yesterday, although again, I do think most of us are dry like we were yesterday. Just can't necessarily rule out just a quick pop-up shower, maybe a rumble of thunder, but that would really be about it for this evening. Tomorrow, though, is going to be the day to watch. Potentially record heat on the way and the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms as we head towards the late afternoon and into the early evening. So first, detailing the heat. So far, the forecast holding at 90 degrees for a high. Now, that would tie the record at the Rockford Airport. That was set back in 1944. However, with the heat and the humidity, it will be pretty oppressive out there. So just take it easy. It's pretty unusual to see this kind of heat this early in the season. And then watch out for those potential pop-up thunderstorms as we head into the afternoon. So most of the area now in a level 3 out of 5. That includes Rockford, Belvedere, and DeKalb, as well as Rochelle. We're watching out the 3 to 8 p.m. time frame for any scattered thunderstorms to develop. They could quickly turn severe with the threat mainly for damaging hail, as well as tornadoes and strong winds. We're especially watching out in the enhanced risk area there, that orange shading that you see. That's where we see the highest likelihood, A, for storms to develop, and B, to reach severe strength. So we watch out for that here on Future Track. We're going to be watching off to our west to see when and where storms can develop. Future Track is showing that possibility for storms to fire up as we head towards the 3 o'clock hour. And we have to watch this carefully because this would be that a scenario that we do see severe weather rolling into the area. Here we are looking at 4 o'clock, this thunderstorm activity beginning to move through the area and then potentially out of the area as soon as about 6 o'clock. That may be a little quick. I just want to say 8 o'clock just to be safe, but otherwise just make sure to stay weather aware throughout the afternoon and especially into the evening hours. Have that Storm Track 13 app ready and have the radar there with you and also make sure to get those alerts on there too. Friday, though, we do see a slight chance for rain in the afternoon and evening. Not too impressed with that chance. Won't be a washout by any means for the first city market of the season, but it will be pretty breezy, gusts up to 40 miles per hour with one more day in the 80s, and then we start to cool things off, 70s and dry over the weekend before we turn a bit active again with highs in the 60s next week.